Hello everyone, I'm Sanailia, Strategic Programs Coordinator at Skilling Future. Welcome to another Tech Tide Tuesday. Today I am going to share with you a platform that I've recently come across, nolej.io. As educators, we spend a lot of time designing content, transforming into engaging learning experiences and learner-friendly formats, and it takes a long time. With knowledge AI, I believe this process becomes a little instant, smart, and scalable. And if you're working with a specific LMS, good news for you, stick with me, and then you will be able to see how this is a platform that can definitely help you with that process. So once you're on the platform, this is how it looks like. Sign in, and then your dashboard is going to open up like this, in which if you have any files that you want to upload, those are there. If you have produced any files earlier, this is what it is going to look like. I tested it out earlier. This is what it showcases here. I'm going to start with create a new one, and I'm going to start. It's going to ask you to select a media. I am going to go ahead with a video that I have in mind. You can choose from your own library. You can add a media, a URL, or a text. Um, Coffee and us. Select the language. Another good thing about the platform is it supports multiple languages. And then it's going to take a couple of seconds to upload the media, process it, and once it's done that, it's going to give us options with respect to what are the different other things and activities that we would want to work with. So once it has processed the file, I am going to see you guys there. So now that my file is ready, I am going to click the next step. It's going to ask me that, okay, do I want to confirm my choice? It's processing it a little bit more. And once you click the next step, it's going to ask you that, okay, is this the title of your course? What are the keywords? Uh, Maybe I want to select all. uh, Validate that. Medium, you want to keep it easy, medium, or hard. Validate that as well. And along with that, inclusion tools. Something that makes this platform even more valuable. So that is with respect to accessibility and inclusion. I want to keep both of those options for my learners. Validate that, and just click the next step, and then it's going to ask you to select your activities. I wanted to select a summary. Then I want to go ahead with flashcards, drag and drop, single choice, maybe a graded quiz, and open ended questions, additional activities in which I have the learner's chatbot, and maybe a crossword puzzle. Because if this is a vocabulary based class, this is something that my learners would really enjoy. And it's going to, if I have added multiple files and they are heavy, it is going to take time to develop those activities. So be a little patient. I did ask it earlier for one of my activities in which I had also asked it to develop a presentation, but there were two videos, so it did take a little bit more time for it did take a little bit more time for that. So if you have added some book chapters, if your media files are a little heavy, and it's taking a little bit of more time, don't worry about that. Once your files are ready, you can definitely access them in your dashboard, because that's where all of your files, even if you leave the platform, will be there. And once they're ready, as it's just at 86%, let's have a look at what it is going to give us. So with the rest of the platforms that I've tested till yet, it's more about that, okay, the activities are converted into, if you have are converted can be converted to your Google Slides. It can be on Google Form. It can be downloaded. But with this one, if you're working with an LMS like Canvas, you're working on Moodle, this is definitely a platform that can help you in that process. Once our files will be ready, I'm going to show you those as well. but let me show you what I have worked on earlier. So you get an idea that okay, what is it's still in progress. It's going to show me the status and something that I had already worked on earlier. So it was this. This is the file that I had worked on earlier. Imposter syndrome, again based on the file that I based on a video, a YouTube video. So just think about it. If you're at the end of your class, the content for the day has finished, and you just have kind of like 15 minutes. So maybe this could be a way in which you can engage your students. This I had it gave me flashcards. I had again a drag and drop activity similar to what I choose here. This is the learner's chatbot, and you can assign a video to a reader, a video to your learner, and then maybe ask them to work with the chatbot, and then have a look at that. Okay, maybe they have questions about the content with respect to explain imposter in simpler terms, in simpler ways, with examples. So something that they are able to relate with, they're going to be able to chat with the content even more. So these are the examples that they are going to give. More user friendly. Maybe what are the main points that I have to remember? So this can boost your learner's engagement even further. So this is something that you can do. Let's see if our activity is ready. Yes, our activity is ready. Let's click discover my module. And again, once we are back, it's given me the abstract, the key points, the summary. And you would see that once you hover over a paragraph, it can read it out loud with respect to your the accessibility elements that were there. It can help students with reading as well. So again, a really good way of working with your neurodivergent learners within your classroom. There is a drag and drop activity that you have. The learners chatbot is there, as I showed you guys earlier, and then there is the crossword puzzle as well. And then that could be an interesting way to actually work with having students assign it and then see how they work with it. Another thing that you can do with it is that you can chat with your Moodle. You think like that, okay, I want to maybe design more complex questions, have more use cases, and once you click it can maybe generate icebreakers. Well, in some cases it's going to ask you further questions for clarification. Just in this case, for example, it is for in person 25 students of grade 8, and it's going to maybe in some cases going to further ask me questions. For example, I'm going to spend 15 minutes, and then it's going to give me maybe ask another question or give me the activity that I'm thinking about. Okay, both, maybe. So it's giving me okay, connecting with others. It's giving me this ball of yarn element. Then it is vegetable have no teeth. Again, if I want to add in more activities, I can do so. But one thing, the activities and the conversation that you're having here, once this window closes, it is not going to be there. The history isn't present. So if you really like an activity, you like the questions that are present here, just copy paste them into another document that you have. And yes, and it just indicate. And click build the interactive notebook. It's going to ask me if I want to deselect any activity. The next step, it's just creating that interactive it's creating that interactive notebook that can further be exported into the different platforms that are, if you, again you're working with an LMS, it's compatible with Canvas, it is compatible with ELEA, Moodle. You can share it on the web. If you have a website, you can embed the code there. You can integrate it into an application as well. So just think about it, all of the possibilities that are present with all of the possibilities that are present with knowledge.io. Test it out yourself and let me know how it goes. See you guys with another Tech Tuesday video. Bye.